Welcome. Today we're going to look at the difference between an acrostic and an acronym. They're very much the same, but yet they are different. An acrostic is where you take a word and you use every single letter to sort of make a phrase. Now, I will use the word imagine today for you to understand and see what the difference is. In other words, the word acronym. Now, an acronym is where you use each single letter for a word of in its own, so that once you've spoken through each one of those words, it still brings you an holistic picture in terms of what that word means, like in this case, the word imagine. So let's first look at an acrostic. If we have imagine, I manifest according to God's infinite natural expanse. What is imagination? Think about it. I manifest according to God's given infinite natural expanse. So there it gives you an acrostic in terms of using the word imagine in a phrase that can be remembered by everyone. Then we look at the actual acronym. Now remember, this is not AI generated. This is ant intelligence. What I've come up with, because that is my innovation for this acronym. So the I is for images. I believe when God wants us to imagine, He gives us images in our mind. You see an image of something you desire, or you see images and they literally inspire you to go to the next level. The M, well, it has to be the word manifest, because as you manifest these thoughts, as you think about these thoughts, that manifestation takes you to the next level. It's a manifestation. Then the A has to be for artistic, because when God uses his brush, his paintbrush of just creation, if you look at the sun setting, it's an artistic venture. So artistically, when you imagine, your mind is creating as if you've got the paintbrush in your hand. So the I we've had, images. The M we've had, manifest. The A we've had, artistic. Now what about the G? It can only be God-given. Now if it's God-given, it's all by grace. I think that you and I must realize that anything that He gives us to do is purely because of His grace. The G is God-given grace. The I have to use the word infinite, because if it's infinite, it means it goes on forever and ever. Why? Because of the innovative nature of imagining. Just imagine. Okay? Then the N is for natural. I believe God gives us a natural solution to anything when we come to imagine. And being natural, what ends up is being something that is noteworthy, something to be noted and that is worthy because it comes from that given imaginative state. And then lastly we have the E. Now the E for me is the word expanse. Now the expanse is how wide is the world, how big can it go? Because it's when you imagine, let it go as wide as you allow it to be, as loudly you want it to speak, so that you have an expansion of your thought. Because as you expand your thinking, you imagine the next level. So there you have you today, the difference between an acrostic and an acronym. I'm Doc Ant. Have a blessed day.